Hello guys, Zach here back again with Game 2 between DauT and dogao for round 2 of the GML. And it's going to be pretty cool, I'm sure of that. This is DauT's home map. DauT's home map being Nomad, and dogao chose what did he choose? He chose Baltic in the last game. So we'll see how this one goes. I'm not sure how good dogao is on Nomad, so we'll have to keep an eye out. And yeah, as usual, if you haven't seen Game 1, you can click down to the bottom right here, right now, and go and watch Game 1 first if you don't want any spoilers. And I'm going to assume you've clicked away in 3, 2, 1, and there we go. So dogao here getting started, and he is really going to be wanting to win this game to make this a draw, because he did lose that first game to DauT, rather unfortunately for him. And yeah, it was looking pretty conclusive that DauT won that, but he really could have been in with a good shout of winning that game if he didn't leave that little passage open. So it's kind of clear to me that dogao has the experience, has the skill to actually give DauT a good run for his money here, and we're going to see how this one goes for him. Of course, we know for a fact that DauT beat him 2-0 in Nomad in the last games that he played, and he did beat him in Nomad and whatever the other map was, I can't remember now. So DauT is a pretty good Nomad player as well. Not sure about dogao here. We'll have to see how it goes for both of these guys, and instantly I can see that dogao might have a couple of problems. First of all, he is building his town centre really close to the water here, and if DauT gets the water control, then DauT could very easily bring some war galleys on in over here and take out his town centre with a lot of heavy fire. It's not out of the question, and I'm sure dogao doesn't want to lose his town centre 2 times in a row. So that's a slight problem for him. Also as well, dogao's not getting his dock up yet. He's going in favour of trying to get the TC up real quick, but DauT with his TC up first and with the dock going up first as well. We'll see how this one goes. Another slight problem for dogao is this gold here. First of all, again, the gold very close to the shore, and not only that, but it's the only gold pile on his side of the map. All of the other gold is over here, right next to DauT's town centre. DauT's gold pretty safe, quite close to his TC, and there's a lot of it as well. So it looks like dogao is going to have a tough time on his hands here. He's not got his dock up yet, he's just about to build that now. DauT already with his dock up. The thing is, he's going to be getting that fishing ship out quite soon, and that could mean that DauT may just make it up to the feudal age first. One thing to note though is that dogao does have these 3 boar right nearby, and that is handy for him. He's going to gain a lot of food from there. If we have a look, 340 in each, that's a lot of food, and that's going to help him out massively, considering he's going to have the water as well. But these guys docking so close together, we should see some action on the water pretty quickly. DauT, on the other hand, well, if you have a look, he has not got any sheep yet. No sheep at all. He's got no food that he can see at all. All the sheep are down here. There's boar down here as well, but looks to me like DauT has berries, and that's it. So DauT did get his TC up first, and he got his dock up slightly sooner, but he's got no boar and he's got no deer. He just has berries, and he's going to be relying on fishing ships. So Dog could potentially reach the feudal age in a reasonable time, get out some war galleys, and kill off some of these fishing ships. We'll see how that one works for him, but he's got a good and equally a bad spot at the moment. Both these guys are going to be moving around the map with their villagers, attempting to find things like sheep and that, and building houses around, gaining some scouting information as well. Dog doing the same down here, finding a couple of sheep as well, so he's going to be absolutely fine for food for the time being. It's going to be quite interesting to see how this one works out, actually. They both got their advantages and disadvantages going into this game, and yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how this one's going to go. I'm going to fast forward things a little bit. We'll also look between them. It's a very, very short distance between their town centres here. So close, in fact, that this could lead to a land attack as well. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this one goes. Dog could wall this off, but it's so easily come around here, so easily towered on his wood, just so easily attacked from all different angles. And DauT's going to have a tough time walling himself in as well. Look how open this area is. It's going to be an interesting game, and I'm hoping for a great one like last time. Last game was something else. That was so good. But I think DauT is going to be really struggling for food here, and that could just mean mean that he is going to have to be starting to seed some farms earlier, and it's going to be a bit hard for him to get up to the feudal age in a fast time. Oh, there we go. He's gone and milled these boar down here, so it's not the end of the world for him. He has gone and milled the boar. He's found out where they are, and he's found a couple of sheep now as well. So DauT should be okay for food. He's found these boar. He might be a little bit delayed. He's had to build that mill down there, which has cost him an extra 100 wood even. And as we can see, dogao already taking his second boar right now, or third boar right now even. I thought for a second DauT may have stolen it, but there is just a slight boar carcass where that villager is sitting. Imagine that, sitting in a boar carcass. That sounds lovely, and she's obviously loving it, just sitting there taking away all that food. And dogao going to be up to the feudal age in a pretty good time, I think. Here he's almost up to 500 food. He is up to 500 food, and he actually cancelled a villager there to go up to the feudal age even faster. We could see something very quickly happening and developing on the water here. DauT gonna be a little while yet. He's just short. Oh, that was so close. I was gonna say he's just short, but no, he up to feudal as well. He up to feudal, and he is gonna be just a fraction of a second behind. And look at the pops: 26 for Dog and 24 for DauT. He's looking like he's slightly further behind here, and of course DauT are going to be struggling to get that food in a little bit. But interesting, going for a mining camp on the stone. And last game we did see DauT do a sort of trush onto Tim before the game cut out. We could see something similar here. Going to be interesting to see how that one goes. And Dog now moving out as well with some villagers here. Looks like he's going to go and take this stone, so we could see a double trush, which is going to be interesting. And we're going to see grushing and grush, trush, and mush, and splush, and blush, and whatever else. We're going to see all of that. That's why I love Nomad. It has got a slight luck factor to it, as we saw last time with the gold placement for Jordan. He didn't have any gold, unfortunately. There is a slight luck factor, but sometimes you get those Nomad games and they are just incredible. I've got a feeling like this one could be shaping up to be one of those games. It's starting to go that way, and I am going to be excited to see what is going to be coming up here. DauT with a villager sort of chilling around this gold pile here. Dog still not taking any gold just yet, which is interesting. It's usual that we see some grush going on here, but neither of them actually taking any gold just yet. It looks like they're going to actually just go straight for a land attack. dogao here, extremely close to DauT, and he's getting his barracks up. Looks like we could see an archery range from him pretty quickly. House coming up here, an archery range perhaps. DauT going to be moving across, and dogao going to see that. Looks like DauT's going to go in with a trush here. Maybe thwarted because he's seen dogao, a spearman coming out to help things out around the house, and potentially we could see a there we go, a tower, and we could see an archery range coming up very quickly as well. Looks like galley is coming out also. They can't go too big into a grush though, because they're so close together. Going to be pretty tough, and it looks like DauT neglecting to build a galley here could lose a lot of fishing ships if he's not careful, and it looks to me like they're both going to be trying to get a tower up. But this spearman coming out for dogao, he might have another one on the way. He is going to help things out just to clear things up, and dogao going to get his tower up first, keep his buildings safe, and potentially kill off quite a few villagers here from DauT as well. Not looking so good for him in this situation. And this tower will go down extremely quickly with villagers attacking it, the watchtower attacking it, and that is going to go down extremely quickly indeed. A tower going up here though for DauT. On this wood here, it's going to prevent these villagers from gathering wood. He's going to have to move them away, perhaps under his town centre. This is a pretty safe area to build villagers, unless DauT builds another tower here. But he's going to have a tough time, because dogao already has the tower ready. DauT's going to be forced to retreat away, a barracks going up, and we could see an archery range from both of these guys in a reasonably short space of time. DauT with a few idle villagers down here. These must have been idle for quite a while now. Going to have to be careful not to lose a villager here. Come on, don't lose your villager. That's going to be a little bit messy if you do. Looks like they're just going to get the boar down in time. It's going to be close. No, 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 no! She died. Oh, DauT. That was a little bit messy. But there we go. As you can see, DauT walling his tower in, going to force these villagers away from the wood. I've got a feeling this is going to get quite a messy game, as trushing usually does turn quite messy after a while. Dog already starting to move in now, attacking with these spearmen as well, and moving more villagers out across the map to really try and damage this. In comes some more villagers, but they're going to be headed off by the tower, and it looks to me like dogao's trush here is going to be quite effective. DauT with only one villager trying to go for the trush, which is not going to work so well. dogao can quickly kill her off before she can build the tower, and it looks to me like dogao's trush working quite well indeed. The galley out on the water now as well, and these fishing ships are eventually going to die. There we go, one left on the water. dogao going to gain a nice little advantage from fishing on here. It's not going to be huge, but it's certainly going to make a difference, and he now going to have water control, which is going to be great for him. More towers going up. It looks like DauT going to try and put some up in defense, but DauT's looking a little bit messy now. And have a look at his eco. Ooh, not enough stone to make more towers, so if dogao goes ahead and builds another tower, DauT has not got anything he can do to stop that. He's got a few villagers still gathering stone down here, not quite enough for the time being, and again this villager being brought to safety of this tower, gonna die, and dogao keeping himself pretty safe. He might even be able to take out this tower pretty quickly, and I think dogao now gonna be in a nice spot over here. More towers going up at the back, and DauT trying to prevent that from going up, but he's looking a little bit lost here. He's not got anything to do with these villagers. He needs them to keep gathering, but he's having a tough time. A stable going up for DauT, and he may be looking to get out some scout cavalries here. He's got a little bit of food, but without those fishing ships, his food has been really decreased. The amount of food he's been able to gather has really decreased. More towers going up for dogao as well, gaining a lot of map control here, really forcing DauT to be careful not to lose too many villagers. And it looks like DauT going to go a little bit heavier into food here, getting a tower up earlier, it seems, to protect either this gold, protect this gold, protect the forage bush as well. He needs to keep this food safe if he's going to go for some scouts, and these scouts he's going to try, I imagine, to kill off these villagers for a start, and perhaps do some damage over at dogao's base as well. dogao not got to worry about a thing though. He can actually take this gold in peace because DauT didn't go very heavy into the water, and that means that he's going to be absolutely fine to take this gold for the time being, and this tower is going to be lost for DauT pretty soon as well. Still going to be careful not to lose any villagers, but that tower will go down very shortly, and dogao really piling the pressure on now with 300 score in the lead. That's really good at this stage in the game, and really starting to do a pretty good job on cooping DauT in. Of course, if you can make sort of a barrier all the way around DauT and force him into this little corner, what is DauT going to be able to do? He's going to struggle taking gold, and dogao is really going to just force him back into this corner and corner him. He doesn't know about this little area down here. DauT with a lot of villagers gathering stone over now, and he can afford a few more towers, that's for sure. dogao, I think, maybe a little bit less on stone. A few less villagers on stone, but he's still got to have enough stone to keep building those towers at a reasonable pace. So the tower's going to continue to go up, and it looks to me like DauT is going to be really hard pressed in this game to actually make something of it. I'm going to speed things up a little bit because I think this is quite a long game. I've not watched it yet, but I think the recording was quite long, so I'm going to actually see what's going on. dogao taking DauT's gold, and wow, DauT really struggling to do anything here. A spearman coming down, going to die to the villager, but dogao now has knowledge of where DauT is at. He doesn't see him here though. Again, unfortunate, he just missed this gold pile here, and he doesn't know that DauT is in this area gathering gold, but he knows whereabouts he is. He's going to move down with a villager, maybe another tower on here. That would be funny, and he is going to absolutely dominate this, I think. Stone walling DauT into his side of the base, and dogao with an excellent play so far, but in come the scout cavalry from DauT. dogao's going to know this is coming. He's going to quickly put villagers inside the TC, and perhaps make some reinforcements over here, because if DauT comes through, that could be a lot of dead villagers for dogao here. dogao going to have to be really careful getting this wall up real quick. Going to be walling in his villagers real quick on the lumber camps, and he might just be able to do it. I think he has a very quick wall from dogao. I think he's going to deny DauT any harassment here as he walls himself in real quick, and DauT not going to be able to do any damage today. Damage? What did I say? Damage? Sounded really Australian then. So dogao gonna actually keep himself safe for the time being, but he's gonna be careful. Quick, build that wall. Actually no, I don't think he has to. I think that's actually closed. So it looks to me like DauT really struggling here. Dogao starting to gain quite a bit of a lead, pressuring DauT, and now I think Dogao going to be looking to get up to the castle age in a reasonable time, moving these villagers down to this dock over here. Lots of fishing ships on the water. That's something that DauT doesn't have just yet. But look at this, DauT going to be doing a surprise attack down here. Dogao thinking he's safe on the water, neglecting to build galleys, and now DauT is going to say, well, hello, I'm going to build some galleys down here, and your fishing ships are going to die. And that's going to be interesting to see. Oh, more scout cavalry is coming in. A bit of a mistake from Dogao there. Perhaps he should have took these deer down here, where Dogao was less likely to attack him, but where DauT was less likely to attack him. Going to lose a few villagers, but it's nothing too major. These fishing ships on the water really bringing in a lot of food right now, and he could go up to the castle age in quite a fast time. Though he's actually lacking on food at the moment, surprisingly. Looks like DauT's going to be looking to go castle pretty soon as well. Lots of farms being seeded now, lots of villagers gathering food. He just needs a little bit more gold, which he should be able to get, and then he can go up to castle. But here we go, with these galleys down here, he could clear up this water very quickly from Dog. Before Dog can even respond, he's going to be really hard pressed to actually get enough galleys out to deal with that. Going to be interesting to see where that one goes. DauT losing, by the looks of things, his scout cavalry's here. A little bit messy from him, and there we go, Dogao with a market now. Looks like he's going to be going up to the castle age pretty soon. He might sell some stone and buy some food to get up to the castle age a bit faster. He might just decide to do that, but he's looking pretty strong right now. 51 pop to 47 for DauT, and DauT with some idle villagers there, needs to get them on farms and such if he wants to get up to the castle age in a faster time. Very hard pressed though, because there's a lot of towers around, really stunting his ability to move out, and he is indeed going to be forced back into this corner. In come the galleys from the south though, and the scout cavalry is still around, sort of harassing where they can. Not really able to do so much damage though. Dogao does have some spearmen to keep himself safe, and in come the galleys. Dogao, you're going to lose a lot of ships right now, and that is 2 shots to kill a ship. So these guys gonna be gone very shortly. Dogao probably a little bit concerned about that. He really did need those fishing ships, but he has got enough resources now to go up to the castle age. Just getting blacksmith up here. He will need to get fletching to make these towers a little bit more effective. Extra range will never hurt, and extra damage of course will never hurt either. And there we go, Dogao losing a lot of ships. Is he going to start adding in some galleys, or is he just going to say, well, you know what, I've had enough of advantage from that I'm able to get castle really quickly now in comparison to DauT anyway. Let's see, he's not going to add any galleys in, it seems. So Dogao going to lose all of his fishing ships, which is going to level the playing field very quickly. Look at DauT's score now, really starting to gain in score. But I've got to say, at this stage, DauT looking quite troubled. He's not got the map control that he'd like, I imagine, and these towers are going to be a little bit of a nuisance as well. So pretty good play from Dogao so far. A stable and a blacksmith at the back. We've seen the stable already, the blacksmith being added on, and DauT going to go up to the castle age in just a second, it seems. Standing on DauT's view for too long is really annoying because of the constant do-do, you're being attacked, do-do. That is like constant if you're on DauT's POV, so I'm going to switch it up to Dogao, which it seems to be just as constant. But yeah, it looks to me like DauT going to go up to the castle age just now. And there we go. Let's see what he goes for. Could go for some knights. Dogao could go for the same, and that's going to be interesting at the least. More scout cavalry's coming in, and it looks like Dogao's going to clear that one up really quickly. Can he save the villager? Yes, he can, with 6 HP left. Nicely done for him. And there we go. It's mining camp coming up here. Quite a few villagers to take gold down here, and they're taking gold over here as well. DauT could be going for knights, and what's he going to go for? Yep, knights. The second stable going up. And Dogao looks to be like he's not got any more military production just yet, which is interesting. Tower going up there, going to be on this stone, which is kind of cool. And how much stone has Dogao got? He's got loads of stone. He could be going for a castle drop, which would be quite cool. He's got villagers down here building a stable, so the night rush is going to come from this direction. And if he goes for a castle drop as well, DauT is going to be really hard pressed to do much, especially this area here. So much pressure coming in. Gonna lose this Sorry, this watchtower going to go up, but if dogao responds quickly enough, he could run the villagers up here and kill the watchtower before it does anything. DauT now, though, with the water control, he's got full water control, and as I said earlier, this gold pile really pressured now due to the fact the galleys are here, and dogao cannot gather gold from there. Bit of a problem for him. He has still got gold over here though. Another stable going up, and the knights are starting to come out. Let's have a look at this. He can see the stable there. He knows what's going on. There's the siege workshop as well, and it looks like dogao's going to start piling the pressure on any second now. DauT with his 2 stables at the back, just researching bloodlines right now as well, and he's going to be up to the castle age in just a second. Looks like he's going to be starting to flood those knights out as soon as he does get castle. And what is dogao doing? He's moved these villagers away. Where did he move those villagers to though? Not sure, but this watchtower's gone up onto this stone here, but this stone's pretty much all gone anyway, which is kind of interesting. There's the castle. Oh dear, dogao looking to get some revenge here, because remember last game, DauT destroyed dogao's town centre. dogao with the castle here might be looking to destroy DauT's town centre. Gonna be interesting to say the least, but here we go. dogao coming in with the knights, creating a distraction on this right hand side, whilst the castle goes up on the left. This is gonna be huge for him, and I'm interested to see how this is gonna turn out, because this is looking like DauT is gonna be under a little bit of stress at this little corner. It's not looking so good at all. I can hear camels coming out as well. He's going to mix some camels in and take out the knights with those. A monastery going up as well, so we'll likely see a couple of monks to try and convert the knights. But there goes the castle, and DauT's town centre might be under too much pressure here. It's looking pretty on edge for DauT at the moment. More knights about to come in, but it looks to me like DauT does have enough camels and knights to deal with that. Camels, of course, the counter to knights on horseback, and they are pretty good. Not sure why he's not attacking the town centre. He's attacking his house at the moment, which is kind of curious. Oh no, he's not. He's going for the villagers, and I imagine he'll go for the town centre. Surely he'll go for the town centre. He could take that down pretty quickly if he wanted to. And it looks to me like DauT not finishing off his wall of this town watchtower here. dogao could quite easily just come over here and take out the watchtower. Also as well, a big little scuffle down this side. Now dogao's got to be very careful, because if he loses this area of the map, how is he going to gather gold without taking out DauT's fishing? Without taking out DauT's galleys? Well, he's got some fire ships on the water. He's cleared them up for the time being, so he could go back to the gold here. And this is going to be quite an important battle. A monastery going up for dogao as well. More knights coming out. Battering ram as well, so he's looking to take out this tower pretty quickly, and the castle of course on the left going to be a nuisance, keeping DauT penned into this corner of his base. And DauT now looking like he's going to be on edge a little bit, waiting for some monks to come out from these monasteries here, and I'm not sure. There we go, a monk coming out for DauT at the moment. No more knights or camels. He's not got the food for it, and he still doesn't have another town centre yet. He could put a town centre up over here if he gets a little bit more stone. He could gather some more stone quite easily, but at the moment he's going to be focusing on trying to make some more units, try and get some more monks out, and just make sure he's safe for the time being. dogao, is he making any more at the moment? Not really. He's throwing in some camels as well. Camels don't really make good raiding units though. They have very low pierce armour. They die extremely quickly to castles and towers, which does make attacking with camels a little bit awkward, but you've got to add them in ideally if you want to really do some damage, because you need to protect your knights with them, and you need to be able to take out your enemy's knights with them as well. But as you can see, dogao with his second town centre going up on this stone here. He could be looking for a third real quickly as well. He's got the resources to go for the third right now, and we'll see if he actually does do that. But at the moment, more stone coming in, and a lot of villagers collecting stone, and we could see another castle from him. With that stone coming in right now, kind of interesting. Taking the relic because he can. More monks coming out as well, seeing what he can do here, and it looks to me like this game really going in favour of Dog at the moment. Nicely done down this side down here. Really good stuff from Dog. He can take out this watchtower. He can clear up DauT from this gold. If DauT can't take gold, DauT can't really do anything. A really nice attack from dogao there, and of course DauT now going to try and pressure this gold here and prevent dogao from collecting gold on this side. And that makes a lot of sense, because whilst dogao is taking his gold down here, he's going to have to get his gold from somewhere, and he knows his army is not in place, so he might be looking to try and take out this area down here. Could be a possibility, but for the time being, dogao going to be safe, and he's going to take out the watchtower from DauT on this side. So it looks like dogao is going to be really gaining a massive advantage in just a moment, as he's got the second town centre up, and he's going to be really keeping the pressure on from now on. This town centre starting to set on fire as dogao starts to take it down with his castle, and if that town centre is lost, then we're going to have like a repeat in reverse of the last game, where both players now losing their TCs, which will be really cool to see. DauT now losing his watchtower here, losing the villagers inside, and DauT currently 0 gold income, and that is a problem because he needs more knights and camels, and he needs more monks if he's going to be able to defend his base. Gold is so crucial, especially in Persian wars when you've got the mixture of knights, camels and monks coming out. So kind of interesting. dogao with another barracks here, not sure what he's doing with that. He might be making some more spearmen to keep his town safe, or pikemen or whatever. He could be going for pikemen to do some damage to these guys. Pikemen against camels works quite well, so he might be looking to do that. Fire ships on the water. He's got his fishing ships back up, which is kind of interesting. dogao rebuilding his fishing ships now, and his score is starting to get a little bit further ahead now with a 300 score lead. Population wise, we'll DauT on 69, dogao on 88. This is pretty impressive. dogao doing a great job here. DauT gonna move out though with these camels and knights. Needs to bring the battering rams in to take out the towers, otherwise the camels will go down pretty quickly. And Dog now with a few camels, a few knights in here. He's going to be able to take out the camels really quickly though, if he's focusing them down with his watchtower here. Look at them fall. They'll be dying very quickly indeed to the towers, and in comes Dog's army. This, combined with what he's got inside of the stables here, could just be enough. DauT going to try and ram this all down. Looks like he's going to lose the monastery pretty quickly, but in come the knights and camels. He's going to have to release from here very quickly. There we go. And the monk coming in at the rear as well. He could get a conversion in here. DauT, of course, going to try and get a conversion of his own. It looks like Dog might just lose this fight. He's really starting to get low on units here. It's looking very close indeed. It's hard to say, but it looks like Dog is going to lose that fight there, and that's rather unfortunate for him. It's kind of funny at the same time though, because Dog actually is walling DauT inside of his base, so DauT can't just break out just yet, and Dog is going to find himself in need of quite a few more units. He is going to need more camels, he is going to need more knights, and certainly going to need more monks as well. But look at this, he's got enough stone for another castle, and he might be going for just that. This town centre now getting really low on HP. DauT, of course, still creating villagers from there, but look at that, nearly taking that castle, that town centre out. And DauT's trying to get a town centre up over here, and doing a really good job of clearing out dogao from this area. Of course, though, these villagers, I've got a feeling they're about to build another castle, and another castle. There we go, right there, gonna be in a nice little position, really gonna help him pressure this area and take things out. Looks like it could go up before that battering ram makes it through the gate as well. And now dogao creating spearmen. He could be going for pikemen as well, waiting for that upgrade to come along. He can't be serious about just spearmen, he's gonna have to upgrade them, and of course get upgrades at the blacksmith as well, which we're not seeing just yet. He's not got any blacksmith upgrades for his spearmen, and if he's gonna make quite a few of them, he's going to need upgrades, because we have a look, +1 attack and defense for these camels right here. The castle gonna go up, the battering ram gonna go down, and it looks to me like Dog is gonna be quite secure for the time being. And although the scores are very close, dogao really starting to pressure DauT here, and if DauT's not careful, could even lose this town centre, but we'll keep an eye on that. I'm sure he'll get the repairs on that pretty quickly as well. Taking out this battering ram now as quickly as he can to prevent this gate from going down, and forcing DauT into a corner. DauT still not taking any gold whatsoever. He's getting really low on gold now, and there's the pikeman upgrade for dogao as well. Nothing to be seen from DauT down here, and another castle going up for Dog. I'm curious to know as well, has Dog got 3 TCs? Yes, he does. 3 TCs for Dog, and DauT still only on the 1, sorry, just just getting up to his second now, but this one looking very low on HP with 840 left. I want to know if Dog's going to take that down, and I think he might just do it if DauT isn't paying just enough attention. Let's have a quick look. 750, I'll keep an eye on that as it goes down, but I've got to say, DauT with a much larger army at this stage, but we've got to bear in mind, dogao has got a huge economy at the moment, and he's starting to spam in those pikemen as well. So if he can fight DauT in open ground away from these towers, then DauT is likely to get really, really hurt by those pikemen. Here we go though, let's have a look. Is he going to take out this town centre? Only 500 HP left and dropping rapidly. This town centre could go down. And if it does, that's going to be quite a big loss for DauT. DauT really can't afford to go back down to 1 TC here. Surely he's going to try and repair it, but he can't. He's not got enough stone. And dogao going to get sweet, sweet revenge for having his town centre mangonelled down. Looks like he's going to take this one out. That is quite a nice play from him. Really pressuring this area now with the castles coming in, and I just don't think he doesn't have fletching yet, which is interesting. I thought maybe he'd get fletching, but he's not doing that. And there we go. Town centre is going to go. I'm pretty sure of that. And 2 siege workshops coming in as well from dogao here. Going to protect his castle's base by doing that. And there we go. Town centre is gone. Nicely done by dogao there. That castle in a great position. And it's going to really pressure DauT here. DauT going to be forced here to openly attack these pikemen in open ground. This is great, and it's going to force him back. Not only that, but he's going to be facing a lot of arrow fire from this castle here, and DauT is going to be forced back into his base. dogao pushing forwards now. Siege workshops coming forwards as well. We could see some rams and mangonels from him, and this is looking like a great play from dogao at the moment, I've got to say. dogao really getting in there and doing a lot of damage. Battering rams coming out. His resources are pretty low, and now DauT desperately trying to add in an archery range to get out some archers in order to deal with these pikemen. dogao gonna need some upgrades on these guys though, and there we go. Forging just completed. See if he goes. There we go. Chain barding armor. He's gonna be making some more knights on top of this, it seems. Looking to take out the monks real quick and do a lot of damage to DauT's cavalry here. With +2 defense, he's going to need to do quite a bit of damage, and it looks like the pikemen are going to be able to do quite a bit. DauT looks like he's going to be able to clear this up for the time being though, and this castle still stands down here. And this is really not looking so good for DauT, I've got to say. Gate going back on this side, more pikemen coming out for Dog. But if we have a look at DauT's resources, he's got quite a bit of food and gold, and he's going up to the Imperial Age. I did not expect that. He is going Imperial, and he can afford to get some upgrades on these units, but I don't know if going Imperial yet is really worth it. What's he going to be able to do in Imperial Age that he can't do in the Castle Age other than upgrade his units? Problem is, he doesn't have a beastly economy, and his economy, the lackingness of his economy, that's not even a word, but his economy is lacking massively, which does mean that dogao is able to out-tech him anyway, even if he's later up into the Imperial Age. So kind of interesting that DauT's deciding to go Imperial here. dogao really dominating the map with so many town centres all over the place. He is really, really strong on his economy right now, and it's reflected in his population as well. 140 population, DauT on 84. Let's speed things up just a little bit more now as we see how this one goes. But DauT going to be fighting his way out from the corner, still with only 1 town centre against dogao's 4. And look at the score difference. dogao with a whole 1,000 score difference now. He really doesn't even have that much doesn't really have that much army even. Coming forwards with another castle. Wow, dogao's got some guts. Coming forwards with another castle here, and I think that's a bit risky. Gonna have to move his villagers back and use his castle for defense. And if this castle goes up, then that is going to be big trouble for DauT at the moment. And it looks like he's going to be pushing forwards with knights in here, pushing forwards with his pikemen in here. Could do quite a bit of damage. dogao though is up against DauT, who is in the Imperial Age now. What is DauT doing? He's up to Imperial Age, but he's not upgrading anything. He's only upgrading his units. Not upgrading his units. He's upgrading his the blacksmith, which is not really going to be that useful to him. He was better off actually saving his stuff and actually trying to push out. I don't know what he's really planning to do here. Looks like this castle could go up for dogao, and dogao's just destroyed DauT's army, moving in with the rams now. Going to be taking out these watchtowers. Going to be doing a hell of a lot of damage, and it looks to me like DauT is going to be losing this game, and dogao is going to start pushing forwards. He's starting to transition a little little bit into archers down here. He's looking to make archers. He's just upgraded the archer armor. But, well, he's up against knights now as well, which is it's not going to work. Chemistry being researched. Oh, he could be going for hand cannoneers, which would be interesting. It's chemistry just finishing now. Let's see what he's actually going to do. Whatever he does, I don't think it's going to be enough. But he's looking to make one final stand. There we go, hand cannoneers coming out. Interesting choice of unit. It's going to be able to cut through the pikemen really quickly, but DauT now is going to be up against a lot of knights, and knights will probably be able to deal with that a little bit more. DauT putting a castle up here though, trying to desperately get a trebuchet out to deal with the castles from dogao, and it looks to me like DauT is getting absolutely, well, not owned, but he's having a lot of damage output onto him now. His bay is absolutely overcome by knights. A few hand cannoneers, I don't think that's going to be enough. His population dropping very rapidly, and I think dogao has got this game in the bag. He just needs to take this castle down, and that is it for him. DauT losing a hell of a lot of villagers here, and really not a lot that dogao can do. DauT can do. Just coming in with these hand cannoneers here, coming in with heavy camels as well. But I think dogao's just got way too many units, and DauT is not going to be able to deal with this amount of pressure. This castle gonna go down, and there we go. He's going to be able to now move on to the town centre. DauT with very few villagers actually working, and look at how much map control dogao actually has. He is all over this, like I don't want to say, but he is going to take down this town centre, and that is it. DauT is going to be GG. This town centre going to go down, and there we go. What a game. Wow. dogao really dominating that one, and DauT backed into a corner desperately to fight out his way out, and I'm surprised, to be honest with you, that he lasted for that long. Not sure if advancing up to the Imperial Age was the best choice to make. Maybe he should have massed his Castle Age army a bit more and tried to just counter, perhaps, but with these castles in the way, rather, he would have really struggled to actually get out of his base and do a lot of damage. So dogao, excellent play there, tying with DauT 1-1. And that is going to put them both just under Viper on the table. They're both going to be on 4 points in the league right now, which does mean that Viper's going to be at the top on 6. dogao and DauT going to be just below him on 4, and then the rest will be finalised tomorrow, as we do have the last game between Fiage and Good Boy to look forward to. That's coming up tomorrow, but for now, thank you very much for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed the video, then please give it a little like, and I've been Zach. I'll see you next time.